Alright everybody, so we've got Clockwork Mod on here. We're almost ready to go. So what we want to check out here is, in order to make sure that you have root access, you will see the super user permissions application here on your phone, and that's where all the apps that require root access will be in here, and it'll ask you to gain root access, obviously, if you have an app that needs it. So we're all ready to go. The reason I like ROM Manager is because you can get into recovery mode a heck of a lot easier than having to do similar to how we did download mode, is where you have to hold a bunch of buttons, and it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't because you might have did it wrong, you know. So we'll go ahead and open up ROM Manager here, nice and easy, and reboot into recovery right there. Hit OK. No, that wasn't too hard, was it? It's going to ask for root access, and we're going to hit allow and remember, so you don't have to do it again. And it's going to go ahead and reboot us into recovery right now. Now, sometimes with the Galaxy S, it's going to bring up that same reinstall packages menu, just like we did when we first originally rooted the phone. And it always comes up for me, and it does not bother me, so I always do reinstall packages. So we'll go ahead and hit reinstall packages, and you may have to do it twice. Don't be alarmed, it'll work. If not, then you've got some issues, but it's going to go ahead and kind of act like it wants to reboot here. Alright everybody, so we're all ready to go here. I've got ROM Manager installed. I just flashed the latest version of Clockwork Mod Recovery here. And so what we need to do now is we need to put the NeroV3, or whatever ROM you're going to use. I highly recommend Team Whiskey's NeroV3. We need to put it on the root of your SD. I've already done so, but basically all you do is we're going to do USB connected, we mount it, throw it onto the root of your SD card, and we're all set to go. So then we'll come back here right into ROM Manager, and we want to reboot right into recovery. And I find this a lot easier than having to hold down buttons on the power button and all that crap. It just is a little more involved, and this is a lot easier. So for those of you who have a more difficult time, this may be the way to do it. So it's going to come up with that same recovery that we had the first time when we originally did the super user access, and we're going to want to reinstall the packages again, replacing stock recovery with Clockwork Mod. So I just flashed the Clockwork Mod, and then I replaced it just like that. So there we go, we're back into the recovery here. And you may have to do reinstall packages twice. Don't be alarmed, it's okay. Happens to me all the time, don't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to go back down to reinstall packages. Go ahead and do that. There we go. Now we're in the Clockwork Mod Recovery, which is beautiful green, by the way. I love it. So we're going to go down here with the volume down to, there it is, sorry, to install zip from SD card. Let me focus this a little better so we can all see it. There we go. Install zip from SD card. We're going to hit the power button, and then we're going to go down. I hit back. Sorry, everybody. Install zip from SD card. We're going to go down to choose zip from SD card. Okay. And you just hit volume up because it'll go all the way to the bottom, and that's usually where it's going to be. Okay. So NeroV3 Voodoo.zip is going to be right there. All right. We're going to go ahead and hit the power button right here. Go down to yes, because we do want to do this. Hit yes, and the process has begun. Now, this is a pretty spectacular process. It's going to go ahead and repartition the phone. It's going to pretty much format everything. All the Team Whiskey ROMs do that. But you need to be patient here. This is where it really matters. If you're an impatient person, you really have to hunker down here and kind of hang out for a while, okay? Because especially after it's done flashing, the guys over there at Team Whiskey, especially Som Bionics, have recommended to wait after your phone has flashed for 15 minutes, okay? That's 15 minutes without touching your phone. I know that's hard because I know a lot of people love their devices, okay? I'm not going to lie. But don't touch it for 15 minutes. And then after the 15 minutes, reboot your phone. Wait another 10 minutes. Even wait 15 minutes. Okay? And then reboot it again. Okay? We're just doing this just in case, so no bugs arise, so you're not trying to do crap on your phone while it's still trying to start up. Now when you see this screen right here, all this crud running around on the screen, it's all done. Okay? We're all done, so we're going to go back right here. Oops, I hit the wrong one. Sorry, don't do that. Go back, then hit reboot system now. There we go. Now, it's going to take a while to boot probably, and this is, like I said, where you're going to want to wait 15 whole long minutes. I know it's difficult, it's going to be hard, but you can do it. I believe in you. Now, it's going to boot up. Like I said, it's going to take a while. And once everything's all said and done, that first time you're going to do the reboot, that's when it's going to install the Voodoo lagfix. Basically what that's going to do, it's going to repartition everything. There we go. Beautiful Team Whiskey. It's going to repartition your phone away from that crappy RFS file system that Samsung thinks is good, but it's really not. So, lovely, lovely boot screen. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, so now we wait, okay? This is the time. Just go grab something to eat, go drive around the block, go play ping pong, whatever floats your boat, okay? This is the time where it really matters. So, I'll see you in about 15-20 minutes or so, and I will show you what happens when we do the Voodoo. Alright, welcome back. Looks like I started doing some other things, and one thing led to another, and I ended up being gone for like an hour and a half, and so my phone's just kind of been sitting and hanging out, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm surprised I've been able to be away from my phone this long without somebody calling or texting me, but no biggie. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and reboot the phone. You can see the beautiful menu here, the power menu that Team Whiskey has designed. I mean, you've got everything in here that you need. You got power off, reboot, recovery, and download, like I was talking about earlier. Super easy way to get to download mode in case you need to flash, say, a modem via Odin, or you need to go all the way back and start over from stock if you'd like. So let's just go ahead and go hit reboot here. Okay, and we should be starting to do the Voodoo conversion here shortly, right after the reboot. It looks like it may just be booting me. Yep, yeah, that's exactly what happened. It just booted me right on back up. So the last time I flashed Nero, the first time I rebooted it, it just went ahead and started doing the Voodoo on its own. So what I will do here is once it's done booting up here, I'll reboot into recovery, and we'll go ahead and do it through recovery that way. Real quick here. Recovery, go. Alright, you can see that the recovery is actually red, which means we've got the Voodoo lagfix edition recovery here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go down to Voodoo lagfix. Okay. Select that there. Okay. You can see here that it says it is disabled. The next boot, it will be disabled, and we would like to enable it. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and go to enable lagfix, and then it's going to say next boot enabled. Okay, so we're just going to go back, reboot system now, and then this is the file conversion. It's going to take place now. You can hear Linda telling me she sounds pretty hot. I'm just kidding. Alright, lagfix now activated, so we're all good to go. And your phone is going to be crazy fast now. It's nothing like you're used to if you have not used a lagfix before. I think the name lagfix doesn't really do it justice, because Samsung screwed up when they did the file system for this phone, the Galaxy phone. They did it different than everything else. So this is great. Enjoy it. Got a couple more things we need to do here, and then I'll be all done, and your phone will be completely restored and all set with the new Voodoo lagfix enabled. Alright everybody, this is probably going to be the last step, and it will be completely 100% all done, all restored. Now I would recommend using titanium backup, which I posted a comment in my previous video saying that I, obviously recommended that app. It's absolutely wonderful. You can back up every single one of your apps. You can back up your settings, Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth pairings, you name it. You can back up just about anything on your phone. And I had this installed prior on my old Nero right before I did this little tutorial here. And so I'm going to show you that today, how to restore everything. Now, I just recently purchased the Pro version, and the Pro version has a hypershell, and it will auto-install your apps. And it's extremely fast. Without the Pro version, you have to hit install done for every single application. It's kind of almost painstaking. You just have to sit there and click for every single application. So this will probably be one of the few times I'll be restoring everything here. And basically what you can do here is you just go right on into batch here, and there's all these different things you can do, but what I want to do is I want to restore all apps with and data. Should be here somewhere. Let me find it. There we go. Restore all apps with the data. I'm going to run that. You can see all these things that I have backed up here. I mean, just a ton of crap. So we're going to go ahead and restore all that now. We're going to run that now. See how long this will take here. You saw that Superpower app there. That's an app that I highly recommend as well. I talked about it in my previous video also. Basically, it controls your 3G data and your Wi-Fi when you turn your screen off. It's pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie, I used it with the previous ROM, and it was kind of laggy when I was waking the phone off of the lock, from the lock screen. But now with the Voodoo and NeroV3 here, it's just amazing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy flashing. I hope this helps you and others alike with flashing your phone, because I know it is a confusing process. That's kind of a daunting task at times. So yeah, enjoy, and if there's anything that I didn't cover, or there's any questions or anything you might have, go ahead and post a comment or send me a message, and feel free to subscribe.
Hey there, just wanted to thank everybody for checking out my two-part tutorial here on how to successfully go from completely stock to 2.1, gaining root access, all the way up to the newest NeroV3. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll have more videos in the future. Go ahead and leave a comment and subscribe, and thanks again.